Math 7 Lesson 4.1, Rational Numbers. A rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction. So types of rational numbers, we have proper fractions, which would be like 4/7. We have improper fractions, which would be like 38 thirds. We have mixed numbers. 4 1/4 would be a mixed number. Terminating decimals, 26.3. And repeating decimals, which would be, for example, 14.2888, on, forever and ever. And another way to write a repeating decimal would be something like this, 18.3 with the bar over it, which means that that goes on indefinitely. And we have percents, so something like 36%. Those would all be types of rational numbers. A terminating decimal has a number of decimal places that end. So this right here would be a terminating decimal because it's a decimal, but it ends. It doesn't keep going on. A repeating decimal has an unending number of decimal places. So for example, this right here, those are both repeating decimals. It just keeps going on and on. Those are examples of rational numbers. You can think of rational numbers in the form of a flow chart. This is really helpful, a really helpful visual for you to remember or to take a look at in order to see what all qualifies as rational numbers. Okay, so rational numbers consist of integers and non-integers. So let's take a look at the integers. So integers would be whole numbers, and it would also be negative integers would be included in that. Integers, whole numbers, negative integers, the number 0 is included in that, and natural numbers, which are all the numbers 1 or more. Also included in rational numbers is non-integers. Non-integers are numbers that are not whole numbers, nor their negatives. So an example of that would be fractions. Fractions are non-integers but are whole numbers, and that would be 1/2, which we have right here, which you can also write like this, or -3/5, which you can also write like this. So non-integers are rational numbers. That also includes what we just talked about, which is terminating decimals and repeating decimals. Now let's identify each type of number with one of the following terms. Either natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, terminating decimals, repeating decimals, fractions, or mixed numbers. So if we have the number -14, that would be considered an integer. So right here we would put integer. 0.444 indefinite, going on indefinitely, that's a repeating decimal. Three elevenths, that is a fraction. 18 and 2400ths, that is a terminating decimal because it ends, it doesn't keep going on. So it is terminating decimal. 26, well, that is a whole number. It is also considered a natural number. 8 3/4, that is a mixed number. Changing the fraction to a decimal and tell if it is terminating or repeating. To change a fraction to a decimal, divide the numerator by the denominator. And we have to also remember to take the sign with us. So we have -1/5. We want to turn that into a decimal, then we need to divide it out. So it is 1.0 divided by 5. So your numerator goes inside and the denominator goes outside. And we divide that. 5 goes into, we bring up our decimal, 5 goes into 1.02 times. So we remember our sign, and that's going to be a -0.2. So that's turning a fraction into a decimal. 7 30ths, so we would take our 7 and put it inside, and we're going to divide it by 30 on the outside. So 30 goes into, bring up our decimal, 30 goes into 72 times, 60, get 1, 0, 0, 30 goes into 103 times, and that would be 90. Subtract, you get 1, 0, 0. 30 goes into 103 times, and that's going to keep going on and on. So dot, dot, dot. So that is considered a repeating decimal. So the answer would be 0.233. Another way to write that is 0.23 with a repeating bar over the top. -1/9. So we are going to put our numerator inside and we're dividing it by 9. And that is, bring up our decimal, 1, subtract, we get 9, 1, 1, 0. We're going to get a 1, 9, 1, on and on and on. So that one is going to be a repeatant. So you are going to get 1, 1, dot, dot, dot as your answer. 5 divided by 8, you divide that out, you're going to get 0.625. Again, it's going to be 8 divided into 5.00. And our next one, (16) divided by 32. And that's negative, or 16/32. If you divide that out, it's going to look like this, 16.00 divided by 32, and your answer is going to be a negative 0.5. 4/6 is going to be 4 divided by 6, and then do the math on that, and it is going to be 0.6 with a repeating bar. That's going to keep going on and on. Plot the following points on the number line below. So first one we have is 1 1/2. And so here is our 1 right here. And so 1/2 would be right there. So that's where we're going to put our point. Next one is -3/8. So our negative is right here, our -1. 3/8 is less than that, so it's going to be between 0 and -1. It's less than 1/2, so it's going to be just a little bit before the 1/2. It would be about right there. 5.4 is 5 4/10, so that is almost 5 1/2. About right there. -2 7/10. -2 is right here. 7/10 is slightly more than half, so it's going to be about right there. Let's go ahead and put that point on. And 4/6, 3/6 would be 1/2. So 4/6 is a little bit over 1/2. So it would be about the same place. I'm going to choose a different color on this one. About the same place, right about there. Because our number line is kind of squished together, it's hard to do it exact. So you're just going to have to do it roughly about where it is. -1/9. -1/9 is going to be really small. I'm also going to do this one in black because it's pretty close to the 0. So it'll be about right there.